All right, first video as we look at perspective drawing is a look at how the horizon line relates to placing entourage or people into a perspective drawing. So in the lecture, we quickly looked how if we stood at the railroad tracks would merge to a single vanishing point on the horizon line. And again, the horizon line is where the earth meets the sky or where the sea meets the sky if an adult was standing up and looking straight out onto the horizon. So here I have a horizon line drawn across, and you're going to notice that people in the foreground are larger than people who are in the background. So in the foreground, people are larger, in the background, people are smaller. Having said that, eyes should all land on the horizon line. Now, this little guy, his face is tipped down, so you have to picture what his face would be if it was standing up. Women tend to be shorter than men, so they might be just slightly, their eyes just slightly lower there on the horizon line. Obviously, children are shorter than adults, and so they would be below the horizon line. So for this assignment, you can place a piece of tracing paper over this and just kind of practice tracing some of these. So in this case, I put my guy up here. Here's his face. Here's his body. And you can just picture him right there on the horizon line. So what I want you to go through is just to kind of get yourself familiar with placing people. On the horizon line. So getting those people across the horizon line. This gentleman, his head is slightly tilted. He's holding some type of bag. You can spend more time tracing these wonderful people, but typically in architectural drawing, you know, it's not about the people, right? It's about the interior that we're creating or the architecture. So typically we don't spend a lot of time drawing the details of entourage. So you can bring in some little children with their mom. Nice girl with her ponytail. Right, so I'm just having you maybe put someone else in the background. Man talking on his cell phone. Hand in the pocket. So that's the end of the first exercise. Is just really trying to get yourself familiar with the horizon line and placing people on that horizon line. So again, people are, 5 feet, adults to 6 foot something. Men's eyes will probably be a little above the horizon line. Women might just be right there at 5 feet. As they get closer to the foreground, they get larger and smaller towards the background, but we want to keep those eyes on the plane. So when you're all done, adults should fall on the horizon line.